What's going on, everyone? I'm back from my 1 month hiatus. I do want to apologize for taking so much time off from my channel. Unfortunately, a lot of things started to pile up in my life. Academically, for those of you who don't know, I'm a senior standing at UC Riverside with a concentration in finance, so all of my upper division classes have really been kicking my butt. So, I've really had to step it up, prepare myself for, I had midterms and now I have finals, I have projects, and I've also been busy filing my taxes because I did trade last year. For those of you who do know, I've been trading for about a year now, and so filing those taxes has been very difficult since I'm doing it by myself on TurboTax. And so I've had to manually input every single trade, and I have close to 3,000, if not more. And that's taking forever. It takes me 30 minutes to do one page of trades to manually input it, and I have over 200 pages, so it's taking me forever. But yeah, that's just a quick little update as to why I haven't been posting. For those of you who are subscribed and continue to support the channel, I definitely appreciate it. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump into the trade that I made today, which was trading Goldman Sachs, and break down how I made $500 in just under an hour. So stay tuned. So like I said, I ended up trading Goldman Sachs today, and I definitely sold my position a little bit early. I actually made, I think, two trades during my 1 month hiatus from YouTube, but I had one of them was a big loser, I think about $3,000, and then the other one was a small loser, like $300. So I went from being consistently profitable to making a series of bad trades, and so I think that's why today I just wanted to lock in those profits because I was a little spooked and a little nervous, a little bit rusty. I haven't been doing this daily anymore because, like I said, academically and professionally, I've been distracted, applying to jobs and so forth. But let's go ahead and break down the trade and see what I did, what I could have done differently, and yeah. So this is Goldman Sachs right here. I do believe this is the option that I traded today, Goldman Sachs, expiration this Friday. Okay, so perfect. So what we're looking at here, on the left, we have the daily chart, the 1 minute chart, 1 day, 1 minute chart for the call option that I traded. And then right here to the left, we have intraday, 1 day, 1 minute chart for Goldman Sachs, just the stock itself. And then down here, we have the 10-day, 10-minute chart. So this is the setup that I typically have. I like to use the 10-day chart, 10-day, 10-minute chart, have the 1 day, 1 minute, and then level 2s here, and then level 2s for the options chart. So first, let's go ahead and take a look at the big picture. Big picture, Goldman Sachs and all the other banks had previously had a really nice drive up. Let's go look at the 1 year, 1 day chart. So as you can see here, had a really nice push up after selling off tremendously. So you can see here, selling off aggressively. I'm pretty sure this was because Goldman Sachs had some type of I forget what it was. I read about it, but yeah, bad news essentially. So yeah, sold off, became undersold, oversold, excuse me. Buyers started coming in, had a great earnings report, pushed up, and then what we start to see is that it forms this triple top. So top here, that's a double top, sells off, finds support, and then pushes up, and then finds resistance at that same level of resistance that it had before. So it didn't actually even reach that high, 180-day 1 hour chart. So as you can see here, this is where the double top formed, and then looking over here to this side, we see that it's still having this area of resistance. And so what it actually started to form was a ascending wedge. So as you can see here, we're finding higher levels of support. And so either what I expected here to happen was either a break of resistance to see the continuance of this upward trend, or it was going to break this pattern, this upward trend, and then start pushing down. And that's exactly what happened. So one thing that I want to note is, you guys know that I really love using my multiple moving averages, as moving averages usually serve as levels of support, and so that's why I have multiple of them, just to give me a bigger picture of what's going on. And as you can see here, during this push up, The blue EMAs acted as levels of support. Let's go ahead and look back as well. Blue EMAs act as levels of support over here, levels of support. So the candles are bouncing off of those levels, and so when we see the price direction change, so previously it was pushing up, now it's pushing down, we're going to see that those EMAs are acting as a form of resistance, and that's exactly what happened yesterday. Yesterday, let's go ahead and zoom in here. Yesterday, this stock opened, it gapped up. Yeah, so it closed here, pushed up, and then sold off a little, and then tried pushing higher, tried breaking that resistance, the previous day's resistance, and the pre-market resistance, which it did, but it immediately got sold off. So as you can see here, that's why it's a small level of buyers, a small volume of buyers, and immediately after it reached that price point, getting pushed down, getting crushed, and then continuing to push down. So today, what was I looking at? Today, I was watching to see if it was going to break this previous level of support, which it did. And I didn't wake up in time for the market open, so I was just on my phone. I was like, shoot, I missed like all, because I knew there was going to be a lot of sell-offs this morning. And that's what I planned on doing. I planned on shorting Alibaba, but I was watching it on my phone as it happened. I said, oh shoot, like I missed my opportunity. I'm not going to chase this. So that happened, right? A lot of stocks sold off aggressively, and then they started to find levels of support. So I said, you know what, intraday, quick day trade, I'm gonna buy it at this bottom, what I anticipate to be the bottom, and then sell it intraday as it pushes up. And so let's go back to the options chart. So this is the options chart to the left. I bought my position initially, right? Let's see right here. Okay, so I bought 5 contracts at $1.85 and then 10 contracts at $2. Oh, sorry, that's my school stuff. Here we go. Okay, so $1.85 is where I bought my first position, right? Let's make this bold. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to make sure that you can see. $1.85 and then $2 right around here. And so that brought my average buy-in price to about $1.93, if I remember correctly. And the reason that I bought this stock is because, let's go ahead and take a look at the right side, the right chart, which is the actual stock chart for the shares. We can see that it sold off in the morning, as I said, breaking below the previous level of support from a couple of days ago. And then what it starts to do is it starts to find a new level of support intraday. So it's right here at this level, $190.08. So my positioning definitely could have been better, but I did not expect it to come back down to this level, right? So I started adding my size when I saw it push down here to this level right here. So yeah, I saw that it was still validating this level of support and then starting to push up. So relative to this price movement on the chart, of the options chart, we were at around $2, right? As you can see here. So I want you to look at the options chart where this pencil is with the cross. You guys see it? The crosshairs? And then look at my chart to the right where the shares are. As I move it, it's relative to the stocks chart. So it moves the same. So when I'm saying here, when it starts to push up, so that's when I bought my first share at about $1 and I think it was $1.80 or something like that. Let me see, sorry. $1.85 and then buying more at $2. I hope that makes sense, the crosshairs thing. Like if you look right there, the crosshairs are moving to the left and then they're also moving to the right. But yeah, $1.85, $2. So what did I do? I started to build my position, and so around here I'd gone in with my $3,000 position. I'm starting to take smaller positions as well because, like I said, I had a losing streak of three losses, and so trading smaller size and just being more conservative for now. And then, you know, started to sell off. I think at this point I was down about $200. So like I said, my setup could have been a little bit better, but I just didn't expect it to form a triple bottom. I thought it was going to have this double bottom and then push above this, but it, you know, formed a triple bottom. That's fine. I said, you know what, if it breaks above $190.08, which is this level this previous low, I'm going to go ahead and sell my entire position. Validated that level of support, held above it, and then started to push up, right? And so I ended up selling my shares at $2.30. Excuse me, my contracts. Yeah, $2.30 which was incredibly early. Incredibly early because we saw that intraday it broke above the resistance, right? This was a level of resistance here and here. And so I knew that it was going to push up. Once it broke above the resistance is immediately when I sold. So seeing that intraday it broke above the resistance, I should have held it for a little bit longer, seeing as the break of resistance is usually a bullish indicator, and in this case it's just intraday. I'm not saying that this thing is going to keep pushing up for the next week. Intraday though, buyers were starting to come in, and that they pretty much made that previous resistance level, like they invalidated it, right? And then as you can see, that previous resistance level is now acting intraday as a level of support. So pushed up, broke above this resistance that I drew with this red line. Broke above it, right? Hardly any sellers. Look at this volume here. This is a beautiful staircase. This is just completely validating the price action. Buyers are coming in a little bit more. 9,000, 9,000, 21,000, 24,000, 40,000, right? And then look at the sellers intraday, 5,000. So keep in mind, these are all 1 minute candles. 5,000 sellers come in, which is compared relative to the previous amount of buyers, 40,000, 24,000. Just to have 5,000 sellers, this thing is going to keep pushing up. Pushes down, and then another 6,000 buyers come in and keep pushing it up. So that previous level of resistance is now acting as a level of support, keeps pushing up, makes this high. So I think, I'm not saying I would have held it until the top, but I think I could have easily sold it around this area here. And, it did continue to break even above this resistance, but I could have sold around maybe $2.60, $2.70. So I definitely cut my profits short. And like I said, you always want to let your winners ride, and you want to cut your losers quickly. And, unfortunately, I had a little bit of nervousness, anxiety, because I haven't traded in so long. And I did really want to put out a video, and, it happens. That's the thing with trading. Emotions get in the way all the time. And so, just getting back into the groove of things, hopefully, and excited to see what the next week holds. I honestly don't even know how much I'll be able to trade since my finals are coming up and I have a lot of projects due, but I'll try to at least get one trade in during the week. We'll see. But yeah, that does it for this trade. If it was a little long, I apologize. I was really trying to explain kind of how I use this software, because I have gotten a lot of questions as to how I use Thinkorswim. It is a little intimidating, but really you just have to dive into it. There's a lot of videos on YouTube too. So yeah, just, download it, or whatever broker you have. Just download whatever software they have and just, start using it, and you'll learn through real life experience. So yeah, that does it for this video. For those of you guys who made it to the end, I appreciate the support, like I said, and yeah, I'll see you guys next week, hopefully. Have a great day. Take care.